you? Good, good. We're going to have some fun tonight. This is my first time in Poland. So lucky. I never dreamt that I would land right here with you. So we're going to have a party tonight. The first song is a song called Harlem. Anybody been to Harlem? Nobody? It's uptown, Manhattan. I used to live there for a while. And for a long while, it's actually changing now. It's kind of becoming a little upscale. But when I was there, it was low scale, if you know what I mean. And it used to get a bad rap, you know, nobody used to say anything good about Harlem. It was always in the news negatively. But living there, I saw another side of it, so I wrote a song about it, and it goes like this. Get you all to clap your hands. We're going to start off really raucous tonight. Come on, y'all. Hey. I live just around the way. I know exactly how I spend my day. Never you mind what the critics say about Harlem. Old ladies in the Sunday best, raising hands high on this day of rest. Most times you might never guess it's Harlem. So if you're free, then let's hang for a while. Come with me to Harlem. I promise you'll be asking yourself when you're through. I wonder why I never see that on the evening news. I wonder why I never see it on the news.
Dzień dobry Państwu. Znajdujemy się właśnie w Centrum Kultury Jazowia w Gliwicach, gdzie od kilku dni trwa 8. Pan Jazz Festival. Festiwal pełen znakomitych muzyków, barwnych dźwięków i absolutnie nadzwyczajnej publiczności. A ja mam przyjemność przedstawić Państwu jedną z naszych czarujących wokalistek, która właśnie jest dziś z nami w Gliwicach. Audrey Martell. Audrey to artystka o niepowtarzalnym głosie, znana i ceniona w Stanach Zjednoczonych, skąd do nas wczoraj przyleciała. Współpracowała z najciekawszymi muzykami na świecie, o czym za chwilę porozmawiamy, ale poprzez swoje muzyczne doświadczenia wypracowała własny, oryginalny styl, dzięki któremu jazz i muzyka R&B nabrały nowego, świeżego spojrzenia. Audrey, it's a big pleasure for me and for us to have you here tonight in Gliwice, in Jazowia. Is it your first time in Poland? Yes. How do you like this place? How do you feel at our venue? You came yesterday though.
I arrived yesterday, and this is my first time in Poland, and I haven't had a chance to see a lot of it, but from what I've seen so far, walking through the square and coming here, it's beautiful, and I can't wait to have this performance here tonight. I'm very excited. My very first time.
A big pleasure to have you here tonight, as mentioned. You balance between jazz, soul, R&B,
Yes.
and you make that everything in an amazing way. Where do you gain your inspiration, and which of these mentioned styles is most ingrained in you?
Which stars are most ingrained
Yeah, I
in
mean,
me?
jazz, soul, R&B, your hair.
Oh my
influence.
goodness. I just love good music, and of course jazz is the beautiful original American art form. I have so much respect for it, and I'm so happy to be able to do some jazz tonight for the audience. But I'm also influenced by old school R&B like Aretha Franklin and Chaka Khan, Stevie Wonder, and also some of the new singers of today, the pop singers of today. So I kind of try to put it all together and create my own sound, you know, take influences from each area.
Do you remember the day that you said and decided, I want to sing? How did it come about?
When I was young, I was very shy. So it took me a long time before I really had the courage to do what I always wanted to do. I mean, I've always sung around the house when I was a kid, but it was actually my first, in junior high school, my choir teacher heard me singing in the back of the room and singled me out for a solo. And she, Mrs. Sherba, I have to say her name because teachers can change your life, and she changed my life. She pulled me out of the back of the room and gave me a solo, and I sang "Oh Holy Night" for Christmas. And she actually changed my life. She gave me the first opportunity to stand in front of an audience and stand out. And it probably wasn't my best performance, but that teacher saw something in me and literally changed my whole path of life. And I can't thank her enough because I've had a whole entire lifetime career in the music business, and it all started with her, Mrs. Sherbo. Thank you, Mrs. Sherbo.
You have worked with many great artists, musicians like Mary J. Blige, Jewel, Michael McDonald, among others.
Yes.
You have written songs for one and only George Benson and Randy Crawford.
Yes.
Which of these cooperations has been the most interesting, most intriguing for you?
I don't think any one is the most interesting because each one of those artists brings their own special talent to the table, and I was honored to work with all of them. But it's funny, with George Benson and Randy Crawford, I got a chance to meet both of them, but long after I had written the songs for them. And George Benson, I actually met him while I was shopping one day, and I walked up to him and said, you know, I wrote that song "Back to Love" for you. And Randy Crawford happened to be on the bill of another show that I was doing, and I got a chance to meet her. So it was an honor to meet both of them because to me they're legends and have influenced probably millions of young people coming up and old.
You have very unique sound which is still expanding, which is still growing.
Yes.
And I would like to ask you, what is your direction in music now, currently?
Well, you know, it's funny, most people want you to pick a direction. And because I'm a songwriter, I pick many directions because I like writing songs. It doesn't really matter what style they are, as long as it's a good song and it says something and means something to me. That's just the only type of work that I want to do. And that's the same also with singing. There are days that I want to belt out an R&B song, and there are other days that I want to approach it in a more jazzy style. And I feel like artists really should have the freedom to do whatever it is that they want to do. And I don't feel the need to pick one over the other and say one is better than the other or one is what I want to do only. I want to do whatever I feel like doing, and I hope my audiences will be open to that journey with me so that I don't have to do a show in one genre all the time. I can do whatever I want to do and they can come along with me for the ride.
Audrey, thank you very much for your time. It has been a pleasure talking to you. My very last question, what would you like to wish you for the future, for the nearest future?
Musically?
Generally?
Or just in general?
I mean, we can split it into both sides, musically and generally.
Well, musically, I just feel so honored to continuously be growing in music and continuously learning new approaches, new styles, new messages in my music, new techniques, new experiences with other musicians. I just want to continue to do that and continue touring and recording and just growing. And just as far as life is concerned, I always feel like if you're doing what you love, I was talking to even the cameramen and the women who do what they love. When you do what you love, I just want to continue doing that also. You know, I feel blessed to do it. Never in my life dreamed that I would be in Poland doing music that I've written when I was a kid. You know, it was just too grand for me to dream that way. And I feel I just want to be continually blessed in this way. Find myself in exotic places and meeting new people and learning new cultures, and that's what I want to continue doing.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very, very much for your time, as
Thank
mentioned.
you, Camille.
Much appreciated, and hopefully see you next time. All the best to you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Right.
If God is a Man, and I wrote this song with Matthias Gustafsson, and And I wrote it right after I had my first son. And I was feeling pretty mighty. I know any mothers in the audience, you know, once you've had a child, you feel like you can just about do anything. So I was feeling very strong, and I wrote this song about the power of women. So maybe you can just listen along, and women, this is for you. And makes a house a home, raises a family.